Welcome back to Gategully! Dwarf Fortress Let's Play from Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Let us see where we are. I let things run on a little bit last time because it was a lot of things needed to just kind of get done. A lot of sitting around, watching dwarves wander about. Not likely the most exciting viewing experience. I'm trying to remember why I stopped. It's not to do with that. Oh, I tell you something that did happen. That I think this is actually why. And then suddenly I've got all these messages here. But I've got one of my babies has grown up. I've been playing this game long enough that one of my dwarves has gone. I mean, possibly they came to the fortress as a child as opposed to as a baby. But I mean, seriously, this is the first time I've had someone actually grow up and become an actual member of the community, which is rather surprising. So there you go. Let's see how many querns the Duchess wants today. 3. Oh, she's a Duchess now. Right, yeah. The last thing I think that I was mentioning is that dwarven merchants turned up, and there was in fact a little notification came up saying dwarves are they've turned up and they're unloading their goods, and I couldn't find them anywhere. It turned out that they had in fact managed to get themselves killed somewhere. Where is it? Or something. Or they dumped their gear in a pile. I think it was here. So there was in fact a great big pile of gear, which is I believe is now been taken into the fortress. And the liaison turned up as well. So that happened. Didn't have anything worth, anything of particular interest to discuss or anything. But yeah, that was all very weird. And the other thing, the liaison turned up and said, "Oh, by the way, would you like to become a Duchess?" So I now have a Duchess, which has actually caused me some grief, and I really should have said no. I may not have had a choice actually, because suddenly the Duchess wants wants grand things, and here are their quarters. Now the mausoleum's all right, so that's fine. But what I've been trying to do is bump up the value of the rooms, and I've done things like try to get a nice bed. Yeah, so masterpiece bed, but it's still made out of wood, so it's 120. You need about, I can't remember, it's like 2,000 or something to make it grand. Hopefully this new statue here, this is the statue that's going in. That's not what I want. I want tea. So this is a statue that's already been installed, and that's valued 290. So the statue itself is quite nice, and it has also got gems on it. But this statue that's going in is worth just under 900 dwarf bucks. So I'm desperately hoping that that's going to raise at least the bedroom enough that it'll be grand, and then I'm going to start looking into making things here. I'm just so used to making everything out of stone that maybe I need to start making everything out of silver or out of steel or something. Bars. Everything has paused. That was interesting. Silver bars. So I actually have quite a lot of silver bars, and right down the bottom, you know, I've got the smelting going on with my magma smelter. So I should be able to. And I've got a lot of galena. Let's go back here. Go to enhanced mode. Galena. I don't have a lot of galena. Well, I've got a fair amount of galena that I can mine. Yeah, here and there. Why did I want it to come up here for some reason? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, that's nice. I'll let you get on with that. Yeah, this is my jewellery. Well, this is my jewellery stockpile, and this is my jewellery feeder stockpile, which doesn't have any bins. But I've expanded it to allow things like silver statues to be put in here, and because these will feed into these two jewellery shops. That's going to mean that I can. It just means I can say, right. Could you please go and make me? Could you encrust everything with lovely, beautiful gems and stuff? So I thought, oh, let's allow it to take any kind of masterwork furniture, but I don't think it's actually all that useful to do it. Stuff out of rock. The silver, your good old-fashioned silver statues are worth a couple hundred, and then you put gems on them and they're worth more. But even a masterful diorite armor stand's only worth 120, and that's not really that useful. So perhaps what I need to be doing instead is making stuff out of either silver or steel. Steel's pretty good. Yeah, because steel's reasonably expensive. Why am I interested in him? Because he's flashing. I mean, I don't know if that's important, the way he's flashing like that. And I'm sure. I mean, I desperately hope there's not something that I'm missing about that, because there are such things as vampires. But I thought you were supposed to be able to see things. Wow. He likes everyone. Look at that. Passing acquaintance. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure there's something I should be worrying about that. There's so many things I should be worrying about. So I've been making some silver statues. The idea being to tart up these rooms. I'm not sure it's really worked that well. Once that statue gets installed, which is just happening just now actually, I'm hoping this will kick this room into ground bedroom status. But I'm getting the feeling that I should start making, at the very least, steel tables, and possibly preferably silver tables, and so all of these items start becoming silver. And then I have to worry about how I'm going to do this with my royal apartments, which have to be nearly twice as awesome, I think, or even more than. Oh, clothier shop. I might get a legendary clothes maker out of this. Sweet. Alright, this is... Oh, that's worrying. That's not good. Particularly secretive. Oh, okay. No, I was... no, I am worried. Hell's balls. Squeblock's got those. Skeleton's got those. Forest got that. Stat cloth. I have that nasty feeling. I have such a nasty feeling. My nasty feeling... Right. My nasty feeling is they want silk, and I don't have silk just now. Is that built? Magmafort, it is built, yay. Okay, right, so... there's a reason why my entire military is down here, is that I had a slight magma crab problem. In order to make a magma forge, you need to dig up, you know, a channel of magma. And a magma crab came through, and much to my amazement, my military were actually useful and killed the thing, so that was cool. But I need silk now. So what we're going to do is we're going to place people here. Open up the caverns, and hopefully, if I open up the caverns, I can go get silk. Because caverns is where you get silk from. This may be the point where I unforbid, because I've got silk. I'm just going to go Shift C and Control F. Oh, okay, I thought I had some forbidden web. But that's okay. I'm curious as to why these things are forbidden. No, I didn't want D, I want DB. Yeah, I've got forbidden things just lying around here. That's weird. Let's do that. Yeah, so I can just open that door, but the problem is that there are, theoretically anyway, forbidden beasts, or forgotten beasts in the caverns. I think most of them are actually in the lower caverns, which I think are down here. Yeah, this is the lower cavern. There's webs there. So what I should really do is open up that trapdoor. And there's, because there's like tons of, that's interesting, quite a lot of web actually. Stuff been going on that I'm not aware of. Is there a way through that I should be aware of? Yeah, I don't currently have that hooked up to anything. I think I was hooking up this Gabra lever. Hang on, there. Shift N. Close the capital bridge at F3. That's right, I never did get that one done. I do have that. So if instead I move my squads The F3 is a lot closer. This is down 122, and I'm really certain there are forgotten beasts down here. But there is an awful lot of silk here. I think I'm gonna try for it. So I get them all gathered up. See, there's things like that to worry about. So there are forgotten beasts down here, but my military these days is actually quite gnarly, you know. So they should, in theory, you know, be able to cope. So they're on the way. All this is just get some silk for a crazy dwarf. I think I might also have to do some mass put galena on the dig flood thing, as I tend to do for limonite, and then do some serious carving out. So let's do that. The theoretical problem being that if I'm not careful, I will I mean, in theory, that galena then creates there's an actual link between those two veins of galena, and then you get an issue, you know. Right, they're there. So F5, and then we go to Shift N. Right, so Q, A, pull the lever. And somebody should pull the lever and be relatively close to us. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, there's some forbidden items here. Don't know why items being dropped and then becoming forbidden. They end up just taking space, which is not good. Look at all my dwarven babies, dwarven children. Right, was that pulling the lever? No, it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, so then I'm going to open that up. Once that's opened up, I'll move my squads out into the nearby area and then see what happens. I mean, yeah, this may end up solving my, I'm not quite sure how to end Gategully problem, in that there may be a couple of forgotten beasts who suddenly just want to make their presence known. I bet they've chosen like the dwarf who is furthest away from everything to pull the bloody lever. Heaven's sake, there's dwarves all over the place. Pull the lever! Pull the lever! Heaven's sake! Right, J, Q, lever. Inactive? Why would it be inactive? Oh, bloody hell. Dwarf Fortress, you are so annoying sometimes. And by sometimes I mean pretty much all the time. While I'm waiting for the lever to be pulled, I'm just going to mention I now have a legendary engraver, which makes me happy. Which means that come time to smooth the royal apartments. Well, not so much to smooth it. I think smoothing can be done by anybody. I don't think smoothing is dependent on the quality of the person doing the smoothing. But when I get to doing the engraving, and when I start putting engravings all over the place, I'm going to have a nice legendary engraver to do that, which is going to be cool. Hopefully I'm going to have a couple of legendary engravers by that point. Pull the lever! There. How many cows have we got? I think I was going to stick with just 3 cows. Every time one of these calves becomes a grown-up, it gets murdered. Pull the lever, heaven's sake. It's not complicated. I don't know what all these 20 idlers are doing that's so important that none of them can take up a job to pull a lever. And this is going to open up huge vistas and probably enormous frame rate drops. Oh my lord, am I going to be better off waiting for somebody a caravan to come and just hand me some silk? Right. Yeah, you're still quite upset. Silk. Although I do have silk cloth. Maybe what I don't have is just ordinary cloth. No, because there's sheep wool. Right, okay, there's sheep wool cloth. Rope reed fibre. I don't know. Oh, what is? Maybe it isn't the silk that's the problem. I mean, we've got all of these things. I have no idea what the problem is. Do we just not have enough silk cloth? So we've got pigtail fibre cloth coming out our ears in a minute. We don't have much. Oh, okay, we don't have much. Maybe don't think we don't have enough silk cloth. Because we've got tons of wool. Tons of wool. Wool we got. Plant fibre, we got hemp and rope reed. Really, it's the only thing I can think of is that it's silk. Because we've got blocks and everything. Oh, someone's pulled the lever. Right, so, squad A, move. B, move. Looks like I do seem to have taken a bit of a frame rate hit now that I've opened things out. Now let's see. So no one's gathering silk right now. Not forbidden. this silk thread, so in theory... Right, okay. So let's make some alleyways. Oop. Someone decided to get killed. Definitely don't need that many bulls. So you are now meat. Delicious, delicious cow. Yeah, so one and well, I might unslaughter that one. Go with 4 cows. Right. How am I going to get them gathering silk? So add a new task, collect webs, repeat. I'm just going to cancel that one. And in fact, add new task, collect webs, repeat. Okay. And then cancel that top one. So a couple of folks should, in theory, now go and collect some webs. So maybe they were doing it before, because I suddenly realised the job now wasn't. No, still inactive. Yeah, they should be able to collect webs now. Clearly they don't feel the need to. Oh well. So much for opening up the caverns. Not very exciting. Yeah. Do I not have people who collect webs? Is that what's going on? I see that there could be a problem with that then. Yes, because of thread being taken in. Thread is being managed by. That's interesting. They actually cancelled those jobs completely, which is not what I expected. No, so I put them on repeat, and they yeah, collect webs. Yeah, those collect web jobs have been unsuspended because workflow. Yeah, work flow. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Ordinary one. There we go. Workflow is managing thread. There we go. Now, let's just see what that does. I had a problem when I was trying to I don't think workflow works very well with having two materials. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's worked. Workflow doesn't seem. I tried it with beds, but basically I had ordinary beds and I had masterfully made beds, and workflow didn't seem to want to unsuspend workflow. The workflow didn't want to unsuspend the bed making, because as far as it was concerned, it had enough ordinary beds. And what I wanted it to do was say, okay, I will resume beds until I get the requisite numbers of masterful beds. But I ended up having to just take away that restriction, just take away the ordinary bed one entirely, and so it'll just keep making masterful beds, which should mean that it'll have a good enough stock of ordinary beds. Anything but masterful. Right, okay, so let's just look at... my notes just said no querns. No one's making the querns. Let's chuck those up the top. Right, J, Q, web. Right, no one's doing the web collecting. Oh, that's just not awful at all. I don't know who collects webs. I don't know what the web collecting job is. Yeah, no idea what web collecting is. I could look it up the wiki, then I'd have to start my web browser, which I really can't be bothered doing right now. Can I quickly look it up elsewhere? Fortress web collecting. See what labor that is, and once I know what labor that is, then I can make sure that I've got that. Webs will go automatically about doors with the weaving labor enabled, but not until the fortress has a loom. So I got at least some people with weaving. Right, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable setting more folk of my clothing. Actually, let's get my clothing industry thing. Search by weaving. Now this individual. Well, actually, let's group by military status. So there we go. So currently I've got 5 weavers once I take those into account. The 2 I've just added. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of people to the weaving thing, because that's what I need right this second. I can always put them back later. And a static planter, that's good. Before I had a thing where I didn't want my clothes makers also being weavers. I think that is less of an issue now, because who's digging? Don't think anyone was digging. I think that means they haven't struck Galena, they just found it. That's actually... I think someone just took a corpse away. What are you doing? You're storing items at stockpiles. Oh lordy lord, this isn't going to go wrong. So I've got people grabbing items. That's highly useful. Is that the actual forgotten beast there, or is it just the forgotten beast corpse? Because I hover over here, right, and it says, you know, you can see the linear which we've forgotten, and then, but when I actually do a V over the same thing, well, there's no items there. And if I check with K, it's just giant cave swallow, mangled skeleton. So I don't know. Well, they're not being eaten by anything, so I guess everything's fine. So now I've got dwarves roaming the caverns in a way that is almost certainly not going to get any of them killed at all. But I'm not getting much in the way of webbing just now. So they're currently grabbing dead bodies and stuff. Maybe I should make a refuse. Maybe I should make a refuse pile. So that they will put more of the bodies near there. Maybe I should build a loom right here. Maybe that's a thing I should do. I could in fact start digging out all this galena, seeing as it's here. Build a workshop on top of a stockpile? No, you cannot. Let's not make it out of any of these things. Yeah. Looks like I might need to. To make this into a bit of an actual thing. Okay. So you're in that tube. I don't care about you. You're way over there. I think... Yeah, I think you are in this set of caverns. No, you're in the upper set of caverns. And you are, where are you? You're way down here in the wet. So I think I might be alright. As long as I go down into the deep water. Masterpiece will have had sweet. It was one of the things I was wanting to somebody to get. But I love the fact that they're just completely ignoring all the refuse dumps and just carrying them huge distances for no good reason. I know, yeah, someone's plonked some stuff there. Yeah. So I tell everyone, like, go get webs. It's getting important you get webs. Webs, very important. Webs. Get webs. No, let's instead let us haul random dead bodies. That is exactly what we should be doing. Heaven's sake. I may end up having to, if they go, this individual may not get the silk that I think it's the silk that they want. It's the only thing that makes any sense to me. Because if they're looking for folded cloth, but there's tons of other cloth, so it must be silk that they're after. But I have silk, so they should. I don't understand why that particular individual is not just joyously making everything. But but there's also not a lot I can do about it. Right this second. I mean, I have opened up the caverns. That's kind of a neat thing. I would quite like them to make cloth. And actually find those webs and stuff like that. But no, it seems that they are more interested in picking up dead bodies. So there you go, eh? Well, at least someone is looking for. Someone's collecting webs at least. So weave thread into silk. So I mean, okay. So it is happening. So that's good. If it all goes wrong, I may just have to send in the military. So square blocks, skeletons, got them. Forest, that's wood, got that. Stat cloth, got that. Square blocks, got that. Yeah, so it's very hard to understand what this individual might want that I don't already have. And why it is that they're not making it whatever it is they're looking for. Well, yeah, why they're not finding it. It was silk. It was bloody silk. Okay, so there must not be enough silk. Right, so we're on the right track, I think, here. So if you are weaving thread to cloth, which is not quite so good, I want you to be weaving what? Sorry, this right. According to this, he's in what items have been tasked: cave, spider silk thread, and pigtail fiber thread, and he's weaving thread to cloth, and that's what? Right. Okay. So all I can do, maybe I need to make more looms. But all I can do right now is hope that enough cave spider silk gets made in a fast enough time period that this individual does not just go crazy. Wonder if I'm safe enough to let my military go home. I think I'm going to keep them here just for the moment. Oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, never an attack idols squeezing talons. I was kind of what? But that's a figurine. So that's kind of sweet. Okay. I think it might be time to let things travel on for a little bit. I'm going to grab some more galena. Because, oh no, that's not that one, because that's over open space. Because seeing as I've opened up this area, I might as well take advantage of it. My refuse stockpile has done no good whatsoever. People are still just grabbing the stuff and storing them way up in the sky. Good. Dwarves are mad. But I'm getting some galena, which is nice, which means I can, then it's going to be more silver things, and then, because I need that. But it looks like the wildlife in the lower caverns, in the lower set of caverns, is okay. I was a bit worried, but it looks like everything is in fact fine. A lot of dead bodies, but nothing that can't be gathered. I would be particularly happy if they would just gather all the damn silk, like what I want them to do. But maybe I need to put more people on weaving duty for that to happen. You're weaving thread to silk. Okay, so we'll see what happens when this person finishes weaving thread into silk. What I would quite like is for that individual to so immediately grabs the silk. So it is the silk that's the problem. But then goes back, and so clearly just needs more and more and more and more and more silk. Okay, that's good. So that should stop. That's actually good. That's actually a good thing. What I actually want them to not be just making boring old cloth. I've got lots of boring old cloth. What I really rather desperately need is silk. And yeah, that's what I need right now. So I think those two jobs being open, weave thread into silk, means that there is silk thread available to weave into cloth, and that is therefore the job that they kind of do. So yes, it looks like I very much want to have a loom or 7 down in the depths, but I suspect all my weavers are gathering cloth. Right, okay, cool. I think that's enough for the now. Again, I think I need to let this roll on for a little bit and gather some thread, but I promise to stop and start recording again should anything of actual interest happen. Thus far, it's just going to be trying to get all that delicious silk. I'm getting some delicious galena, which is also a good thing. But yeah, getting that silk sorted is going to be mildly important. So it looks like I'm going to want to get some looms down here. Possibly what I need to do is work out what you need to do. Oh, so they're making the loom. I need to work out what it is you need to do exactly in workflow to make sure that you have enough, you have cloth left over. Seeing as the caverns appear to be at least vaguely safe now, there used to be forgotten beasts here. But that does not seem to be the case anymore. Given that things seem to be safe enough that I can work here, can I get workflow to be clever about cloth and make sure that there is always, as much as possible, a surplus. It's possible I don't have a surplus of silk, simply because I stopped silk production because I blocked off the caverns, and therefore they couldn't gather webs anymore. It may literally be that simple. So I'm just gonna put a webs job on that loom down there. Yeah, that's going to be I don't want to. Yeah, that's going to be slightly annoying. Sort of get as many folks gathering silk as I can arrange, and then weaving, because yeah, I don't want that guy to go loony. A, because I don't want to go loony. Yeah, if I did, that would they go crazy. Well, I'd lose them, but also in theory I get a legendary individual. Now, I said I was just going to stop, and so I'm now going to stop. And thanks very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you've been enjoying it, or maybe subscribe if you're if you like it that much. And please do visit us at www.nearenoughddice.com for all your role-playing game podcast and blog needs, such as, I don't know what your role-playing game blog needs are, quite frankly, and I feel it's none of my business, but should you have any, nearlyenoughddice.com is an excellent place to start. And I do hope you will join me next time for more exciting Dwarf Fortress action, and in the meantime, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.